Hi and welcome. It's Megan Harris and your host from Thrive Alive Academy. How is everybody enjoying Christmas? What do you think of the Christmas tree behind me? Isn't it glorious? Pity you can't see the whole thing. So I'm all decked out here in my little Christmas outfit and got the bells to ring it on in. It's only a couple more days away and we'll be celebrating Christmas 2020. Where has the year gone? Has it not just flown by, or is it just me thinking that? So today I wanted to share something with you that I think you'll find super healthy, especially over this time. Because most of us find ourselves, no matter where we are in the world, some of us are back down to lockdown because of COVID. It can be a partial lockdown or a stay-at-home order or whatever, because of the virus, and boosting our immune system is one of the key factors that we need to be doing right now. So this is why I thought I would do this video and share this information, which I know you're going to find so super helpful. So little backstory before I begin. I used to work for a professional sports team, a rugby team, very high impact sport, and the guys had to be super fit and healthy, and they had to recover fast because bruising and concussion and bleeding and stitches was the name of the game. It's a very rough sport, and I loved it. It was my dream sports job, and I loved working there. And during my time there, I noticed that our players, well, all players in professional sports, they heal so much faster, they heal so much better. I saw them hardly ever getting sick, or if they did go for an operation, a knee replacement, because somebody just shattered it in a game, they were up and out of their, leg brace and crutches in no time at all. And I thought to myself, it can't just be the fact that they fit. Yes, that helps, and only having 3% body fat or 5% really does help. And they eat a really good diet and exercise all the time. So yes, that does contribute, but surely there was something else that they were doing, and I was right. And it came down to the fact that in this professional sports era, everybody gets tested for drugs, right? Ad hoc drug testing. So after a game, we would never know. 3 players would be chosen randomly, and they would have to go off and do a urine test. And sadly, one of our players once did get banned for 2 years, and that was because he was taking a cough mixture that had a banned substance in it. So yes, you and I can go out and buy that exact same cough mixture, which we do, by the way, all Western medicine, didn't even need a prescription, just over-the-counter cough mixture. But for a player, and a professional player, that innocent item landed up costing him hugely, because there are banned substances in many things that we take, like cold and flu medicine, cough medicine, throat tablets, just your general pain medication. You had to be so super careful. And so we as a company embarked on making sure that our players had medications that were more natural, more didn't come with the array of side effects. Firstly, and most importantly, obviously didn't include a banned substance, because we didn't want that to happen again. And so that was my aha moment. That was my wake-up call back then, to show that actually all these natural products do work, and they do have a role, and it's not just Western medicine that heals you. They don't heal you, they aid in helping you heal, right? And natural stuff does the same, except it doesn't come with the host of side effects on this side, right? You heal one thing on this side, and then you get 5 side effects on this side. Nobody wants that. I certainly don't. So that is why my whole journey from then has been searching out the holistic way, the natural way, which has proved to be so much better. And what I'm about to share with you now is indicative of that. So What's the best way to boost your immune system and help you stay healthy so that your immune system isn't low and you're not going to pick up any viral infections? Well, I've got 2 products here to recommend to you that my players took, and that's what made all the difference to them, and I know it will make a difference for you. So the first one I'm talking about is vitamin C. Yes, vitamin C, and in its supplemental form is called ascorbic acid. So sometimes when you go to the vitamin store and you'll see ascorbic acid, it's just the name for vitamin C. And why do we want to be taking vitamin C? Well, for a host of reasons. It is so super powerful and strong. It is so necessary in our diet. And here's the thing, we do not produce any vitamin C on our own. Our body doesn't produce it. So we have to have it in the fruits and the vegetables and the food that we eat. And we all know that the soil quality is not the same as what it used to be. And so we're not getting the amounts of vitamin C that we need for our bodies to function properly. And without vitamin C, you will have some areas in your health that are suffering, and I'll mention them shortly. So first of all, vitamin C, we need to have it in our diet because we don't produce it, as I said, and we need it in our diet. And what are some of the vitamin C superfoods that have it? Well, believe it or not, I'm going to be saying the top 5 in ascending order, which has the most vitamin C in it. And I would never have thought, but black currants wins it hands down. So black currant is number 1. Then red peppers, can you believe it? Then kiwi fruit, then guavas, and then oranges. And those are the ones that have, there are other fruits, it's a whole list, I'm not going to mention them all, but these are the top 5. And we all like to eat those, unless of course you're not a fruit fan, which some people I do know are not. So why do you want to take vitamin C? Well, it promotes healthy skin and collagen formation. It helps with stress, and who knows, right now we need that, right? It improves your iron absorption, and especially if you're a woman, you want to be taking vitamin C. It reduces the risk of gout. Oh my gosh, I wish my father was alive today. Back in the day, I didn't know these things. He would have really loved that because he suffered badly from gout. It supports healthy eyesight, and we all need that, especially when we're aging. It boosts your immune system. Okay, we all knew that one, right? And it supports your heart health even better. So here are some key indicators that you are deficient with vitamin C. Okay, you will bruise easily. That's me. Swollen gums, bleeding gums, red spots on your skin, which could look like a rash, nosebleeds, weight gain, dry and split hair, leaky gut, and swollen and painful joints. So if you have any of those or more than one, more than likely you are deficient in vitamin C. So now vitamin C is not stored in our body at all. And any excess amounts of vitamin C that we have will literally be excreted when we go and wee, right? So the overdosing is almost impossible because, again, it is not stored. Your body uses the vitamin C, doesn't store any excess, and just excretes it out of your body. So just one precautionary note here. If you happen to have kidney stones, do not start incorporating vitamin C into your diet before you talk to your health practitioner or your doctor. Just a note of caution there. So what kind of dosages of vitamin C do we need? Well, for me, I was taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C on a daily basis, not all the time, but maybe for a 5-6 month period, and then I would just eat normally for a couple of months. And normally for me, I'm very healthy. I'm all about holistic eating, organic eating, fruits and veggies, very little meat, no dairy, no gluten, that kind of thing. So I'd go to my normal eating and then again start incorporating 1,000, sometimes even up to 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. But I built up to that. You build up to 5,000. You don't just do it all at one shot, because what will happen is when you take too much vitamin C at once, you can cause yourself to have a runny tummy and diarrhea. That's really the only side effect you will get. And then, to just don't cut out vitamin C, you've just gone too high. So I did that once, and nobody told me don't take it all at one shot. And I went from 1,000 to 5,000, and I had a runny tummy. I thought, okay, I can't take vitamin C anymore. No, you just go down to 4,000 or 3,000 and see where it's okay for your body. And then you start building up again over time. But when you are sick, when you've got the flu, or you're recovering from anything, an operation or stress or anything where you're really down and out, you need to up your dosage to 10,000 milligrams a day. And I would do that for as long as you need it. And your body, so for as long as you need it. And again, note, not all at one shot, otherwise you will be going and visiting the toilet. So you don't want that. You just break it up into taking it 4 times a day initially. So you can start out breakfast 2,000 milligrams, midday 2,000 milligrams, lunch 2,000 milligrams, afternoon 2,000 milligrams, evening 2,000 milligrams. Or if you're able to tolerate more, start increasing it. And then once you get to be able to do it 5,000 and 5,000, you're just doing it 2 times a day, right? And your body adapts very quickly. So that's what I would be doing if you are recovering from any illness, any operation, any colds and flu. Definitely up your vitamin C to that much. So I will show you my vitamin C tablets I take. So I'm always on my vitamin C, and I take that. But there is something else that if you don't, so my tablets are 1,000 milligrams. So for me to be taking 10,000, I've got to take 10 of these a day. When I get to that level, I don't want to be drinking down 10 tablets. No. So I go to this Miracle Wonder superfood. And what is that? It is Kamu. And the best form is Kamu powder. So what is Kamu? It is a berry fruit that comes from the Amazon rainforest in Peru and Brazil. And it has a huge impact on our health for the better, and is so wonderful to use. I'm surprised not many people know about it more. And it's been widely used for ages by the Japanese. So they've been incorporating it into their diets for ages and ages, I think centuries. And they are the biggest users of it until really word got out. And now we know about this wonderful powder superformable fruit, and then they make it into a powder. And so why would you want to take Kamu? Well, just hold on to your seats and you're going to find out right now. It aids in weight loss and keeping great muscle tone. Whoa, talk to anybody over 40 who doesn't want that. Again, obviously boosts your immune system, which is what we're talking about here. It protects against liver injuries and chronic diseases. No way. It reduces inflammation. Great one. Detoxes the body. It helps prevent viral infections, which is what's going on right now. So I'm going to repeat that again. It helps prevent viral infections. So come on, you need to start ordering this. It reduces mood swings. Here I'm talking to my woman again. And improves sexual health. Again, who doesn't want that? And the other great secret ingredient, come on closer, let me tell you, what is it? Kamu powder contains, well, Kamu, not only because it's in a powder form, it contains 200 times more vitamin C than any other fruit there is available. 200 times more. So we don't need to be wasting our time when we need to have big quantities of vitamin C. Kamu powder is your go-to product. The other just word of caution is if you have gout or any other uric acid related condition, please do not start incorporating Kamu before you talk to your health practitioner. And so what is the best way of taking it? I will even show you what I have. I have a big bag, right? Can you see Kamu powder? Yep, a big bag, and it's you must buy it organic, please, and make sure if you are buying that it's sustainable farming. We don't want to be denuding the Amazon jungle just for some health benefits, right? We've got to be respectful of the planet and how these products come to us. So you want organic Kamu powder. Now, sadly, the only bad news is it doesn't taste that great. So I've learned to tolerate it. You put it in some water and you drink it down. So I'd sometimes take a teaspoon. Again, you need to build yourself up. Start with half a teaspoon, then a teaspoon, then 2 teaspoons, and so on. And then you can build yourself up to taking more. And it's great in a shake. I put it in a shake when I make a shake, or some juice. Again, you must watch your sugar content with the juice that you use. But mostly I use it in a shake. And sometimes I would actually mix it in my gluten-free oats that I make in the morning. So either or you can just have it, if you're brave like me, I just have it with water every now and then, and kind of just hold my nose and drink it down, and just go, this is so lovely for my body. And so that's that one. So that is your Kamu powder, and so awesome for you to do. And so on to my final little tip and trick for you. This is one of my favorites as well, and this is what I learned when I was at the professional rugby team that I worked back in South Africa, and a game changer. So whenever the players would fly to another country to play in a game, they obviously can't afford to be in the plane and pick up all the bugs that are going in the plane. Although I know since COVID they've changed all the ventilators and how it works. But back in the day, you wouldn't want the players to arrive and then have sniffles and a sore throat and whatever before a game. So they would make sure that they would have this little product I'm about to reveal to you, and they would take it a couple of days before flying, obviously during the flight, and a couple of days after flying, and then they wouldn't take any more. So it can be used as a preventative method as well as keeping you healthy and then just staying healthy, right? So this one is fantastic. And what is it called? It is Echinacea. I'm sure all of you have heard it. You can even grow it yourself, Echinacea. And it comes in a bottle that says Echineceforce, right? Echineceforce, Echinacea, that's what it looks like. It's that yellow cone flower. And it comes, who used this widely back in the day, and we're talking over 400 years ago, who found this, discovered it by your native Great Plain Indian tribes, your native North American Indian tribes. They found it and they called it a herb. So it's considered a herb even though it's a flower. And they used it widely as traditional healing medicine for an array of conditions. And I'm about to tell you all the various different conditions it's used for. I mean, it's just brilliant. And this was used everywhere up until the 1950s, when they started incorporating antibiotics. The healthcare system then incorporated more antibiotics, and although this was considered a well-esteemed product by most medical practitioners, it kind of lost its status from the 1950s onwards. But it is a powerhouse, and I'm surprised not more people know about this, because it is so wonderful. It's natural. Your kids can take it. It's just brilliant. So what does it do for you? Let me list the things. It combats cancer. Amen to that. It boosts your immune system, of course, because we're talking about that today. It alleviates pain, all sorts of pains like headaches, stomach ache, toothache, tonsillitis, measles, gonorrhea even, can you believe it? And snake bites. No wonder the Red Indians found this. It improves skin problems. It aids in constipation. Why? Because it's a mild laxative. It's also great for anti-inflammatory, and especially if you have rheumatoid arthritis. It also helps with your mental health, and particularly if you have ADD or ADHD. And so that is just wonderful. All that in this little bottle. Who would have thought? Beautiful flower. Thank goodness we have it on this planet. So you can use it for just your general colds and flu, or the things that I've just mentioned, and you can use it on a regular basis. But always just remember, give yourself a break no matter what you're doing. Never take it constantly, ever. Have some breaks. Take it for a couple of months, break it, or if you want to just use it for colds and flu, I vary it up. So sometimes I just take it. For me, when I know I'm getting a cold, my ears start hurting. The minute that happens, I go, where's my echinophores? Because I never go anywhere. I don't travel without it. It never goes anywhere without me. Where I go, it goes. And if I'm feeling my ears are sore, I don't want a cold, I just take some. You just follow the instructions on the bottle, and it says you take 20 drops in some water, and you can take it up to how many times a day? I think it's 1 or 2 times a day. But when I feel it, to prevent a cold or get rid of a cold, I double the dose. And then when I'm feeling that my sore ears are going and my throat is going, then I reduce it to the normal recommended daily amount. Because that's just when you're normal and you're not having any issues. But when I'm having issues, I double the amount, and I have never had any side effects. And this has research attached to it. It cuts your chances of catching a cold by 58%. I would say that's very old research. I would say that's probably even more now. It reduces the duration of the common cold by 1.5 days. Isn't that fabulous? And I do stress that the liquid form is way better than the tablet form. I've tried all different brands. I've tried the tablets. I've tried the tinctures, which is what this is. And the tincture is much better. And may I say, I'm not affiliated to A. Vogel in any way. So I'm not getting any kudos or money for saying this, but I tell you, don't waste your time on any other brand, please, or any other kind. This is the one, A. Vogel Echinoforce, which is your echinacea, in the tincture format, the liquid format. It is brilliant. And here are some other wonderful things that it does. It relieves respiratory issues such as sinusitis, flu, asthma, croup, tuberculosis, whooping cough, and strep throat, as well as diphtheria even. I mean, how wonderful is that? It also fights infections such as bloodstream infections. I use that for an autoimmune disease that I had, and I can tell you this is one of the things I claim helped heal me naturally. It helps with gum disease, malaria, typhoid, UTIs, which is your bladder infections, and also for yeast infections for women. So isn't that wonderful? And the dosage, again, just follow the dosage on your bottle, and when you are fighting something, I would just double it. So I am sure that you found this super helpful. I will drop the links to the products down below in the video underneath. Go and read the description under this video. I'll drop it all there. So if you want to go and grab the powders or the tincture for any of this, I'll get the links for you, no problem. They'll be down there. I would love to hear from you what you thought of this video, if you found this information helpful, and if there's anything you would like to hear from me in future. And can you see, since I started this video, the sun is busy setting, and I'm giving you a fabulous sunset as well. I mean, come on, what a great video this is. Christmas vibes, sunsets, valuable health information. What more do you want? I'm just your genie, Christmas genie. I'm giving you all these wonderful tools and tips and tricks, and I hope that you find them super helpful. So I will just ring my bell goodbye. because the next video will be after Christmas. So may I wish you a very Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope that you are all safe and healthy. I hope you have a fabulous time together. Don't forget to give thanks for all that you have. Be appreciative of what you're doing and the day that you have. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Merry Christmas to you all.